Ready. Play.
Well, I just started preparing, honestly, today. I had 2 days off, and now I'm here, and it's my first day of practice, so I can't really say a lot, but for sure it's gonna be a little bit tougher to adjust to the conditions here, going from indoors to outdoors and to such a high altitude, so I'll do my best, and hopefully during the tournament I'm also gonna be able to kind of get more and more feeling.
Great. You
You mentioned John from Talking Tennis. You mentioned the conditions. What is it specifically? Is it fitness related or health, or just dealing with the temperature, or is it more about the conditions in terms of the way the ball comes off the racket and bounces, etc.?
Well, it's not fitness at all. It's more, the other thing you mentioned. Basically, here with that altitude, the ball flies in air much faster, and I would play with Roland Garros in Stuttgart, so my main goal was to play as hard as possible because these balls are heavy. Here we also have heavy balls, but I feel like they're more like flying like bullets, so you have to control them, and the clay is a little bit different, so the movement and stuff. I just have to get used to it, but that's fine. I think I just need a couple of days.
Greg?
Yeah, Greg Arbert, WTA. Last year, when you went from Stuttgart to Rome to Paris, people look at clay, I think it's all the same. What were small adjustments that you made in Rome and Paris from Stuttgart that allowed you to win?
I don't think I remember. No, I mean, my coach is actually the person that remembers all the stuff. Well, for sure, in Stuttgart, I think this is more of a tournament that is a great transition between hard court and clay because it's fast, and tactically, you just have to play fast as well and kind of, move your opponent around because it's hard to, come back and recover from all this sliding. In Rome, it's harder to do that because everything is slower. You have to be more patient, the rallies are going to be longer, and you're going to feel that, you're not playing as fast as you could, but it's not true, And here, I can't really say a lot because that's my second time that I'm going to play this tournament. I don't have a lot of experience here, but the main thing I think is having control in the altitude, and that's what I'm going to focus on.
Next question. Yeah. Just come down to this gentleman in blue.
Hi, Iga. I would like to ask you about the prize money. Last week you won in Stuttgart and you won 100,000, and Carlos Alcaraz in Barcelona won almost 500. I don't know what's your opinion on that, and what should tennis do to fix it?
Well, it's kind of obvious what my opinion is because tennis, is one of the sports where we speak about, equality, and I think it's better than most of sports anyway, but still there's a lot we can work on in terms of, getting equal prize money on some WTA tournament compared to ATP, on the same level. Grand Slams are already, even, as we know, so that's nice, but for sure it would be good if WTA would focus on that, but I don't really want to get into that because it's a lot of business and sometimes politics. So I don't think I have a lot of influence. I just can say that it would be nice for our sport if it was equal, especially because we kind of do the same work. And I also get people who are saying that men's tennis is nicer to watch and guys can do more because they're physically just and biologically stronger, but I think there were a lot of people, for example, a couple of years ago, who were saying about WTA that it's not consistent and that's a shame and it should be better. But right now, basically, I think we're even more consistent than the guys, with our game, and we play, watching women's tennis, gives the same emotions and sometimes even like more emotions because we are women and we are a little bit more emotional. But yeah, so I think it would be nice if WTA make it even.
Courtney?
Iga, in terms of your first practice at Madrid, what was the most jarring difference between hitting the balls in Stuttgart versus hitting the ball here?
Well, basically, I could answer the same way as the first questions. I felt like it was flying off my racket pretty quickly, but also I have a lot of things I can change still, like string tension and everything. So my coach is already kind of working on that, and I think every hour is gonna give me a lot. Yeah, but the balls are different. At the beginning of the year, we already managed to have the same balls for the whole swing. In Australia and Middle East, here it's still kind of every tournament different balls, so we have to adjust and focus on that a little bit more, but I think it'll be good. We'll see.
Yeah. Next question. We'll do the last question here then.
Hi again. You said about the string tension change. First of all, is that you basically making that decision? Is it your coach? Is it a bit of both? And can you elaborate a bit on that and why you're making that change?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I'm pretty happy that my coach is kind of strict with that, because sometimes for me it's hard to make a straightforward decision what I should do, because usually I kind of blame myself and I don't know that I should play different a little bit, but sometimes it's just easier to change the other stuff. So my coach has great experience with that, and for sure this is something that 2 years ago when I played here I didn't do well, and I'm gonna use his experience to make the transition faster.
And then the last one at the back.
Hi, Iga. You have won Stuttgart, also Rome last year, Roland Garros. What would it mean for you winning here in Madrid?
Well, obviously, I want to win every tournament that I go to, but Madrid for sure is still this kind of tournament that I haven't figured out for 100%. So I just want to get the experience, and winning would mean that I would play 6 matches. So that's a lot, and I can learn a lot from that. But for now, I'm just really focused on the first round, and I want to do it step by step. So we'll see.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.